April is Earth Month, a time to celebrate this planet and focus on what can be done for the environment.
The American Museum of Natural History is marking the occasion with its annual EarthFest celebration. Starting at 10 o'clock this morning, the museum will offer several free activities along with your paid admission.
And joining us now to discuss the event is Museum President Sean Decatur. Sean, thank you so much for being with us. I know we're a little tight on time because things kick off at 10 a.m. Is that right? So let's just get right to it. There are about a dozen activities or so that focus on different aspects of New York City's ecosystem, which is an interesting thing to think about. We think of buildings and the concrete canyons, but there is in fact a thriving sort of ecosystem within the boroughs here. What should someone heading to the museum expect to see today?
Yes, well, I think one of the more exciting activities for families is what we call the BioBlitz, and so this is sort of think of it as a natural world treasure hunt, so an opportunity for families to go out with scientists from the museum to look for species and to really document as many different species of insects and other animals in the natural world as they can. And this is, of course, helping us also collect information about the biodiversity of our ecosystem right here in the city.
So there's field trips, the BioBlitz, there are hands-on experiences, so parents who are bringing their kids or kids themselves maybe expect to get a little bit dirty in this adventure?
I think that sort of, that's all part of the fun.
Yeah.
So, yes.
That sounds, really great. And I think, is this about teaching kids and teaching families what is around you, what you're surrounded by each day, and what it means for the future of our planet?
Yes, often we don't think about the urban environment that's here around us as being part of the natural world, but indeed we do live in an ecosystem, and I think we live in an ecosystem that is fragile, and so understanding the biodiversity around us, quantitating and characterizing that biodiversity around us is important and critical to also understand how the world around us is changing and how human activity is impacting that environment.
In addition to the BioBlitz, is there another big activity that you think will be a real crowd pleaser, and is there time still for people to sign up for that?
Yes, well, there certainly is time for folks to come. The museum activities are going to be going on from 10 to 4 today and free with museum admissions. I think two other highlights or things that I would like to highlight. Alan Alda and the Science Communication Project from Stony Brook will be present in the Hall of Ocean Life and doing a round of workshops around myth-busting on climate change and helping to have folks, equip folks with the tools they need for communicating about climate, the changes that we're seeing, and the world around us. And then on a totally lighter front, we have a cake shaped like a cicada.
Oh boy!
And I think the cicada cake is not to be missed. This is a year where we will have 2 emergence of cicadas coming up later this spring, and so in honor of that, and in our outside of our insectarium in the Gilder Center, we will have a cicada cake.
No crunchy exoskeleton, though, as part of that.
I could not have predicted that you were going to say those words together, cicada and cake.
Yes.
I'm just curious, because we have 30 seconds left. How's the museum doing? I know you started during the post-COVID era. This is one of the city's best and greatest institutions, but COVID was a time where people didn't do things like this. So how is business?
Yes, about a year ago, we opened the new Gilder Center for Science Education Innovation, just a remarkable new building in addition to the museum, and it's been great to see folks coming back together. I think that at this moment the museum is a great crossroads to bring people together to have a chance to sort of appreciate the awe and wonder of the natural world and to do it together in a group, and so we're glad that the museum is able to provide that for the New York community.
Well, it sounds like a terrific slate of events for today.
It sure does. Yeah. We urge people to go show up anytime between 10 and 4.
That's right. Thanks so much, Sean, for joining us. And EarthFest runs from 10 this morning until 4 p.m. at the American Museum of Natural History.
You can show up anytime. We'll be right back with your top stories and headlines. Check on your First Alert forecast as well with meteorologist Tony Sadiku. Don't go anywhere.